Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kaprun, and today I'm going to share my journey through the Spartan Zell Kaprun in Austria. It was a 21-kilometer Beast event that happened in September this year. So I'm going to go ahead and just cue the intro of where we started, and then we'll take it from here.
Alright, where are we, Cam?
We are in Kaprun, Zell, Austria, Spartan, 21k.
Well, how are you feeling?
Not prepared enough.
What else?
I feel cold and nervous. And well, not lonely at the moment, but I will be.
What bag have you got to do this race?
We don't need to say anything about the bag.
Go do a little turn around.
We got a little Uniqlo bag, but I guess they don't really know Uniqlo here, do they, in Austria? Maybe
They
not.
do.
No, they actually don't have it.
Well, then no one's gonna know, really.
Yeah.
I did see someone with a Uniqlo bag.
Yeah, they get them at the airport.
Okay, well, should be fine.
Yeah.
We got the race pack
Yeah.
in London, so we're gonna make do with this. Water, gels, little protein chocolate bar. But
Do you want to talk about the race a little bit? What you're expecting?
so it's 21k, 30 obstacles roughly, and about 2,000 meters of total elevation. That's all I know, and a few obstacles like a spear throw, and some carries, and some climbing.
Running through some water as well.
Running through some water, yes.
Yeah.
I'm already cold thinking about it.
Maybe more by that point.
Yeah, ask your question.
Any strategies for today?
Survive.
Anything? Yeah.
Survive.
But like, have you put? I know there wasn't much preparedness, but in the past hour, have you started preparing anything?
No.
No.
No. It's just gonna take one obstacle at a time.
Yeah.
And then in terms of the running, just gotta stay hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentally, where are you at right now? What's your mental
Pretty
state?
low.
Pretty low.
Pretty low.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll pick up after the first or second obstacle?
I think like once I'm in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after the initial shock, so probably like running uphill. It's gonna be, once that happens, I'm like, oh.
What the fuck? And then you hit the flat, and you'll be like, ooh.
Yeah, I think like once you find like a good pace.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so as you can see from that little intro, I was not prepared for this Spartan. To be fair, I'm not really sure why. I think because coming from London and then going into Austria, that kind of set things off. Didn't really have the right gear. Of course, the race pack was a little bit of an issue. So as you're starting out, you're obviously lining up and you have to climb over a little wall. I guess that's a little warm up for what's to come in your obstacles. So as you see, we're all starting to warm up now, and there's a chant going. Everything is all spoken in German, so I have absolutely no idea what he's saying, but clearly something that was very motivating and encouraging to get us going. And then, right from the start line, this is where I kind of leave my support crew and I'm going off. I actually dumped the Uniqlo bag in the end. I was like, nah, this is gonna be too difficult, especially to climb over all the obstacles. So I carried a little 500-meter water bottle with me, and then I managed to fit my snacks in my pocket. So for the first 4Ks, there's a few different obstacles, climbing ones. There was a little tightrope one, which I failed at. That's one of the very few obstacles I did fail. In the 21 Beast, there is 30 obstacles in total. And then if you fail an obstacle, then there's going to be a penalty. In case of the slack rope, there was, it was carrying like a big paint tin, but like very heavy and awkward to carry and you walk around. Most of the other penalties were burpees. And then we start to climb about a K or two in, and we're going up this really steep uphill. And because it's so close to start, everyone is single file at the stage, and no one's running. It's just uphill the entire time. And then by the time we get to the 4K mark is where I've seen my support crew for the first time after leaving at the start race. So they can see me walking up this hill. I'm already feeling that fatigue just going uphill. And there's a couple other climbing obstacles from there. But this is where you won't see any more footage for a while, because from here until the 17K mark, I was completely alone. I mean, of course, I've got all the other participants around me. I didn't have a phone with me when I was, going on this Spartan race. I just wanted to really focus in. So let me tell you a bit more of the story. So we are climbing up to the top. There's a few other like kind of bouldering problems along the way. We get to the top of this this mountain, and it's very misty at this point. The total elevation for the whole course was about 2,000 meters, and so we climb up this. We're over 1,000 meters high, and there was a few monkey bar obstacles, and then we start to go down. And this, when we come downhill, this is where it's a two-way road. And so as I'm coming down, it's very steep. There's people running up the other way. Well, actually, no, they're not running up. They're walking up. And then I realized I'm going to be coming up this exact same way, because this is all these people in front of me that's coming uphill. They're from the previous start times. And this hill is going down forever. I'm flying down it, just following some people in front of me, until we get to the bottom. At the bottom of this, basically, we just climbed up to the top of the mountain and we just went down the other side. Here, sun is out, it's very green, it's beautiful. There's a big lake down the bottom, and there's obviously some checkpoints. But before we go back up, we were around here for quite a few kilometers, because we were going around the kind of the flat areas, and we did some more obstacles. Very, very beautiful down there. There's a part where you actually go through almost like a ravine, and there's a waterfall. At this point, it's like almost like a tourist track you go on. So I was quite busy, so trying to navigate through all the people around us. But yeah, really stunning location. People were very friendly to get out of the way as we kind of walked and run through that area. And then eventually we get back onto the open, and there's a river that we're following down. Eventually, we actually have to get ourselves submerged a bit, because there's a wall, one of the obstacles, and you have to go underneath this wall, and that means you're probably like knee, hip, width in water. There's actually a good photo here you can see of going under. Really refreshing. It's cold, but I mean, annoyingly, everything's a bit wet. But that's okay, because we start to go uphill, and then this is where the torture really starts. So going up, I knew that we have to go back up this hill, and so we did that. And everyone is dead quiet. All you can hear is people just breathing and walking. Thankfully, energy was really high for me, so I was able to maintain a really good pace at a walking speed. Every now and again, I will stop for about 10 seconds and then keep going. So I'll overtake lots of people, take a rest, just very briefly, so they don't overtake me again, and then I'll keep going. Eventually, we get to where it gets to that top of that little mountain, but then there's more. So because that was two-way, now we go back onto a one-way road, we're going to a different direction, and then it's more uphill, probably for about the same amount of times that we just climbed. So ankles and calves and thighs are really burning at this point. So more uphill, and then eventually, close to the top, this is a funny story. So get to this point, I'm resting, and I am standing next to this cow. It's very high up this mountain, and I had this moment where I was looking at this cow's looking at me, and this is the first time I've ever probably realized how beautiful cows are. I know it sounds strange, but you had to be there to see it. So keep going up all the way to the top. Eventually, we ring the bell. We're at the summit of this particular mountain, and we're dead at this point. But now we know it's finally come, it's time to come downhill. On my watch, I'm like, oh, okay, we're pretty close. We're about, 17, 18 kilometers, into the course, and going to be a very steep downhill, I'm guessing. So I'm going downhill, and then it flattens out a little bit, and then, reaching about, on my watch, probably around the 19-20K mark, and I finally reach up to my support crew again, and they inform me that that there's actually much more to go, and I very annoyed at this point, because I thought I would be really close to finishing, considering I'm at the 4.5 hour mark at this point. So here we're kind of updating what's going on, how I'm feeling with the body. There's more obstacles, so we've got the log, and we're going up the hill, coming back down, and then there's the infamous Spartan spear throw. So this is pretty fun. So there's wooden spear, and there's obviously a rope attached behind it, so you can easily get it between different participants. You're only allowed one throw, and if you miss, it's burpees. As you're behind, obviously, the wall, and then you have to obviously run and throw that spear, and if you hit the target, great, you move on, fail, it's burpees. So super stoked that I got that first go. And then, you know, continue off, I leave my support crew again, running down, going down really fast at this point. And you can actually see in the video, my support crew are in the cable car going up. I'll let you listen to this bit.
Drone footage. He's got no idea.
So funny. No, he'll see it.
Oh! Whoa, he's speeding down.
He knows it's all downhill from here.
He's...
Good slide.
That was a good slide. It was good recovery.
Yeah, I know. That's going in the edit.
Eventually catching up with them, still going down this hill. Then there's more obstacles, more climbing over walls, which are actually considerably high. So I had to really go for a run and then use all my explosive training from weightlifting to literally like jump up and then essentially use my upper body to pull myself over, almost like a muscle up to come over this wall. And there's another section where you're climbing up, almost like you're doing a pull-up, but monkey bars going vertically upwards, and you go around that. And then eventually, like, we keep going downhill until we kind of reach the bottom, and then we're close to the finish. We've just done pretty much 2,000 meters of elevation and descending. There's a second spear throw. Fortunately, I missed that, and that's the only time I've done burpees through the entire course. And then there was about, I don't know, quite a few obstacles at the end. You're doing like maybe like 5 or 6, maybe 8, so, you know, right just before the finish line. So there's more log carries, there's more monkey bar swings and rope swings, and then you're climbing over like a slope, and you only have a little rope to help yourself get up. And then, yeah, and then you're climbing over this big, you know, face where your feet are getting, you know, caught in little straps, and then eventually, right at the end, you go through the fire, which is pretty infamous for Spartan races. And then by the end, yeah, we got the medal.
All right.
And then by the end, finally finished, and yeah, refuel, and you can check out this little slow clip here.
How do you feel?
I feel happy that I've finally done that. I think it's like one of those things where I was really excited to do, and then on the day I was like, oh no, don't really want to do it anymore.
What was the hardest part?
The hill that just lasted forever, 4 kilometers, and it's just like dead silent. Everyone's just like, you just hear people breathing, stepping. It's just soul crushing for literally like an hour.
What was the most fun part?
I think in the first javelin was pretty fun.
You nailed that.
Yeah. I think I got and like nailed all the monkey bars as well.
Yeah.
They were hard.
You
But,
look
yeah.
so good on the like after the wall. You just like camper style.
Just want to get it done, so do it as fast as possible.
Was it easier or harder than you expected?
Seems to be good.
Well, I mean, I definitely assumed it would be hard. You don't really know until you actually do it, I think. I think the hills are just another dimension. Like I was definitely more walking than running, which I was not expecting. I thought it would be a decent amount of running on it. But with, when you're scaling a mountain.
What was your final time?
I've closed it on my watch. Can't see. 5:35.
Okay, do that again.
5 hours and 35 minutes.
Woohoo!
So, a little longer than I expected, but then again, I also thought it was 21k, not 27. So that makes sense. Adds up.
And then here it is. Here is the big Spartan medal, and then here's the other little wedge. So you get 1/3 of the wedge essentially. And if you complete the Spartan 10k and the Spartan 5k, so the difference being, like, obviously it's shorter distances, less obstacles, but the idea is that you do it faster. And if you complete all 3 along with your 21k, then you complete the wedge. And obviously Spartan does a few other events, and there's a special trifecta where you do all 3 of those on the same weekend, perhaps one day. Yeah, and obviously you get your full-on medal, which is actually really, really heavy. So that's pretty cool there. So that is the Spartan race that I did for my September challenge. If you're interested in checking out the other videos that you haven't seen from my previous month challenges, you can go ahead and click this playlist up here. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Obviously, this is the shirt here, the Spartan Beast. What a beautiful event. I'm actually very happy that I did at the end. Thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.